Selamat pagi semua. Good morning, all of you. Yeah. In this morning, I want to share the idea that already implemented, even it's still growing. I mean, growing is it's improved by the time. Yeah? When we apply our approach, this is the results of research. Yeah. When we apply, we find that some of part should be improved, then we do improvement. So this is our concept, living lab. What is living labs? What for? Why we need living labs? That what I will explain in this morning session. Yeah. Okay. The title is Evaluation of Smart Initiatives. Yeah. Evaluation is the important keyword here. Yeah, important keyword. Why? Because living lab actually is a approach to evaluate, to test our idea about something that we can apply in the smart city. We call it smart initiative. Yeah. Okay. Next, please. Yeah. We will start with several simple case. Pak Baskara yesterday already show some of them. Yeah, the challenge of project sustainability. So regarding our teams, ya tema workshop kita, we have three keyword, ya smart, sustainable, and the last one is resilience. Yeah, I want to explain a little bit about the what is the meaning sustainable in my talk. Yeah, usually if we talk sustainability in the context of the city, it's mean sustainability in the uh, context of environment, big environment. How we have initiative, but we care about how to maintain environment, ya, menjaga lingkungan supaya tetap dalam kondisi yang cukup, ya, enough for our generation, also next generations, ya. But sustainability in my talk is much more narrow, sempit, ya. What is sustainability means in my talk? Sustainability of projects. Yeah, if we have projects, if we have initiative, a lot of initiative in many cities, especially in Indonesia, it's not sustained. Maybe after several months or a year, yeah, or years, yeah, setahun, beberapa tahun, finally the project is cannot use anymore. So this is the issue. Yeah, maybe we have a very excellent idea, projects, yeah, initiative for our cities. But I think it's not good idea if the project only sustain for 1 year, for example. Yeah, if possible, we want a project result that can be used for a really long time. Yeah, so that's the mean of sustainability in my talk. Yeah. Okay, next please. Yeah, this is the initiative e-bike, ya, sepeda yang dapat disewa oleh entah itu citizen di kota tersebut, ya, warga kota, or turis, ya, pendatang ke kota tersebut. Ya, saya nggak tahu the original idea where it's come from, but as my experience coming to many city all around the world, ya, almost all the city, big city in all around the world has the program like this. Ya, Paris, Barcelona, Amsterdam, dan sebagainya. Ada semua. Nah, ini saya kira di kota di Indonesia juga banyak yang meniru. Ya, I think it's not bad idea to duplicate something good ya in our cities. Ya, mencontek e-bike no problem. Sepanjang itu memang tidak didaftarkan patennya ya. Nah, di Kota Bandung juga ada ya e-bike. Saya tidak menyebut zaman kapan, zaman siapa, nanti tidak nyaman ya. Tapi hari ini, today ya, almost disappear, hampir hilang gitu. Nah, ini contoh ya. Maksudnya baik, programnya baik, the project is good ya, but not sustain. Oke, ya. Menangkap ya. Our problem yang saya angkat itu adalah bagaimana kita memikirkan sebuah project inisiatif ya supaya itu sustain, berjalan selama mungkin ya. Oke, next please. Ya. Ini saya tidak tahu persis ini di Kota Bandung apakah semuanya dimatikan atau ada sebagian kecil yang masih berfungsi. Ini ada ratusan nih proyek ini ya di Kota Bandung, ratusan mesin parkir. Jadi diharapkan changing ya behaviors for parking seperti di luar negeri ya. So it's the responsibility of people that park bicycles, motorcycles, or cars, and then going to the machines, yeah, get a ticket, yeah. Kemudian it's a proof that we already pay for parking, ya. Nah, ini saya kira banyak yang tidak jalan. Tantangannya memang how to change mindset of people, ya. Next, maybe the maintenance of the machines. Ya, ya. Ini the second case, ya. Okay, the third case. Next, please. Yeah. This is, I don't know, in Bandung, Jakarta, but I think the situation exists in almost every cities in Indonesia. Ya, we know bus stop, halte, begitu ya. Apakah itu untuk bus or for angkot, ya? Yeah. Actually, this structures, this facility is very important for citizens, ya. Not just to wait for the bus or angkot, ya, but also maybe if heavy rainy, ya, heavy rain, hujan besar, or very hot, ya, orang bisa memanfaatkan, can use this facility, ya. But we can see a lot of them it's not maintained, tidak terawat, ya. You can see in the right side, ya, the seat, ya, tempat duduknya itu sudah tergeletak di bawah. Siapa yang mau duduk di situ, ya? Jadi bukan modelnya seperti ini, bukan. Itu kakinya sudah hilang, ya. Jadi itu tergeletak di bawah, ya. Oke, these three simple project that may be part of the cities, ya. Nah, the problem is same, how to maintain. Maybe in the beginning of projects, all the functions it's run very well, yeah. But by the time, yeah, the functionality is missing, yeah. Okay, next, please. Yeah, this is several notes regarding to that story, yeah, situation. City is a system of systems and also complex systems. So we are talking, if we are talking about city, it's very complex. Yeah, many human as part of the city, many systems. Yeah, and then city is a human intensive systems. Apalagi di Indonesia, ya, we have very high populations. Ya, sehingga manusia demikian banyak. The most challenging of managing system is managing the human. Yeah, readiness for human behavior and human culture is very important. Yeah, culture change is very important also. Maintenance must be part of initiative. Nah, jadi talking about maintenance, yeah, it should be part of initiative, should be part of a project. When we plan a project, yeah, it's better to including the maintenance, at least the scheme of maintenance. Maybe the project it's not include, yeah, the budget of project it's not include the maintenance itself, yeah, but thinking about planning of how the system will be maintained, I think it should be part of the project. And we can imagine every years any city government have hundreds of projects, yeah, and every project must be resulted something, deliver something, menghasilkan sesuatu, and all of them must be maintained. So we can imagine, yeah, the growing of budget needed only for maintenance will become more and more. Yeah, that's the challenge. That's a problem. So talking about maintenance, it's impossible if we don't care about that. Yeah, but in other hand, we face problems. Kita menghadapi masalah. Yeah, how to uh, how to prepare enough budget, while in one side the budget will be growing by the time. Yeah, that's the basic problems. Yeah, if possible, maintenance not depend on government budget. Yeah, there is the scheme that I think most of you already know, PPP, public private partnership. Jadi bagaimana public, in this case governments, yeah, and then private, swasta, yeah, make a partnership to do something. Yeah, we have to think. I think the best solution is there. Yeah, we have to think about how to make collaborations, win-win collaborations. If government win, the private not win, who will spend money, yeah, for that, yeah. So we have to find. Kita harus menemukan situasi di mana government have a benefits and also private sectors have a benefit also. Yeah, I will show you in my slide. Yeah, this very simple thing about that idea. The final one, prioritize the use of reusable component and easy to maintain. I think it's very important. The last one is also very important. But what's the meaning of reusable component? Yeah, don't design something from the components that very specific. Maybe that component only available in short of time. Yeah, when the system is damaged, how we can find the components to replace the damaged part? Bagaimana kita cari nanti, wah ini apanya rusak gitu. Yeah, so it must be part of the design. Yeah, if possible, the design use all available component. So the system will be cheap to maintain, akan murah untuk maintainnya, dan everybody, most parties, banyak pihak yang bisa membantu proses maintenance. Ya, oke. I think all of you agree, yeah, with these notes, yeah. Next. Nah, okay. Jadi we propose, we have idea, yeah, that called living lab, yeah, to solve that challenge, yeah. What is living lab actually? Yeah, very simple. Living lab is a limited and manageable part of the city to deploy and evaluate smart solution or smart initiative. Ya, in Indonesia, Living Lab adalah sebuah bagian kota yang limited, terbatas. Bahkan I want to stress very important thing, ya. Smaller is better. Lebih kecil, lebih baik. Why? Because it's much more manageable. If the boundary is limited, batasnya terbatas, ya. Nah, to deploy and evaluate, we have a solution that we want to try, we deploy it, ya, kita pasang, install di tempat limited tadi yang sudah chosen by us, ya, dipilih oleh kita, and we can do evaluation of our solutions. Ya, why should be limited? Ya, going back to the first reasons. City is very complex systems. Yeah, trying any idea, solution in the city is very complicated. It's not easy. It's difficult to measure. Is it effective or no? Yeah. How we can improve the cultures of people? It's very complicated in a whole city. So why we decided, yeah, living lab, yeah, it's limited but manageable, yeah, part of the city. Okay, next. Criteria of living lab, yeah. Living lab must represent the real environment. Living lab, as a name, labs. The essential is lab. Usually if we talk about labs, it's really environment that not real. Usually, if we talk labs, yeah. In this case, we have word living. Yeah, this is lab, but also real. Yeah, we don't build it. No, just choose in the city, big city, which one is good to test our idea, our solution, our initiative. Yeah. So we have to know about our initiative, and we have to know about what kind of environments, environment seperti apa, yeah, that we need. So by choosing the right environment, yeah, we can test, we can evaluate our solutions. Yeah. The second one, evaluated solution must be fully described, cover technology and non-technology aspects. Yeah. What's this mean? If we have systems, solutions, in this case, yeah, we have to fully describe so everybody understand. Also, us as a designer, maybe, yeah, how to make sure that we already define everything, yeah. So we have a proposal of how to describe simple but effective, yeah. We have smart city canvas, and also performance and impact must be observable, yeah. our aims to develop Living Lab is to see the performance of the solutions and also how about the impact. Yeah. So 2 points must be considered, must be focus of us. Yeah. Function assessment. Yeah. To make sure that the solution is give a function that we need. Yeah. The second one is impact analysis. We have a good solutions. We can use it, but have no big impact. It's not good idea also. So these two is very important. Yeah. Function and impact analysis. Ya. Jadi fungsinya dan dampaknya. Both of them is important, same important. Ya. Okay, next. Yeah. Okay. This is the simple concept of Living Lab. Yeah. Since the beginning, I talk again and again Living Lab. The question is how what's the Living Lab look like? Yeah, it's very simple. Clearly. Yeah, we can see these pictures. Living Lab again is part of the city. We choose it and we define the boundaries. Smaller is better. Yeah, smaller is better. But in the smaller that that I said it's better, we have to complete all the observable things. Yeah, that we want to measure, we want to observe. Yeah, from our systems. Yeah. Okay. This is the concept of Living Labs. Yeah. Seeing the solutions, smart solution in the view of Living Lab. So we have to apply the management cycles: plan, build, run, and evaluate. Yeah, this is the context of Living Lab. Yeah, don't ask about the which one the maintenance. Maintenance is another thing. Yeah, this is the Living Lab cycles. Yeah, plan, build, run, evaluate. I mean, not plan in this case, not plan the systems, but plan the how the Living Lab will be run. Yeah, plan, build, run, then and then evaluate. This one cycle, complete cycles. Yeah, after we have observations, yeah, in the stage of evaluations, yeah, then we can move to the next stage. Yeah, okay. Let's see the next page. So this is the initial cycles. Yeah, just plan, rencanakan, Living Lab plan, then build an environment, build situations, yeah, to test our idea, and then run, jalankan, yeah, and then evaluate performance and impact. Yeah, okay. After that, there is two choices actually. As I said, smaller is better. So it's good idea to define the boundary as small as possible. Yeah, why? Because smaller it mean the complexity is reduced. Ya, berkurang kompleksitasnya. Ya, but we need all the observable things. Yeah, it's enough for us. Yeah. Okay. After the one cycle complete, we got observations. We got observation of impact also. Yeah. Then we can expand to the bigger area. Yeah. So we can make several steps, bigger, 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 and finally almost one city. Yeah, it's applied. So that's the idea. Yeah. Okay. There is next other possibility. Yeah. Please, next slide. Yeah. In this case, we stay in this area, but the boundary is make a bigger boundary, diperluas. Yeah. The other possibility, this is one area, and then we move to new area, other area. Yeah. To test, to observe, to evaluate the same idea, but in the different area. But the last target is how to cover as much as possible area in the city. But we start with the small one. Yeah. Okay. Next. Yeah. Next is a living lab supporting tools. In this case, we develop smart city service canvas. Yeah. Okay. Next. You see. Yeah. I guess most of you familiar with this one. Business model canvas. Yeah. The very simple canvas to model any business idea. Yeah. Key partner, key activities, key resources, and then in the middle, value propositions, and then customer relationship, channel, customer segment, etc. Yeah, this is very good idea. Why? It is very simple in one side, but in other hand, in other side, yeah, all the important components is there. So with only one page, we can describe idea is very effective. Yeah. Okay. Starting from this idea, yeah, in SCCIC, we modify it, yeah, to be smart city service canvas. What the smart city service canvas look like? Yeah. Let's see in the next slide. Yeah. Yeah, the idea is same. We start with the value proposition. What kind of idea that will generate good value for our city? Yeah, and then there is modification, but the idea is same, adopted from business model canvas. Yeah, there is several group of components. Yeah, first resources and players. Yeah. We need to identify key players to support our idea. Key resources, yeah, key activities, key infrastructures, technology, and data. Yeah, so our idea can be run. Yeah, and then we also need finance, business model, and sustainability strategy. Yeah, we have value here, and from this value, who will consume the value? Yeah, first, who is the target? Yeah, one possibility, the target may be all citizens. Maybe not all citizens, only elder citizens, old citizens, maybe. Yeah, depend on the what kind of value that we propose. Yeah, and then citizen relationship and the channels, and also the service and impact. What the real delivered by this idea and how it give an impact. The most important thing that acceptable by everybody, we can use, for example, quality of life. We make a relationship with the ISO of smart city. There is a list of quality of life. Yeah. And then also maybe we can connecting to SDG. Yeah, as an impact. What sectors of SDG that impacted by our idea. The last one, of course, this is not business idea, but actually city idea that should be related to government. Yeah, so at least we have two parts that related to government roles. Ya, the roles itself, peran apa yang harus dijalankan oleh pemerintah. Satu lagi governance, bukan government ya, governance, tata kelola, peraturan apa yang harus disiapkan, ya, peraturan mana yang harus diusulkan, diubah dan sebagainya. Ya, ya, this is the ideal to change, to modify the business model canvas. Okay, how about the result? Next slide, please. This is the result. Yeah, it's actually similar. If you're familiar with business model canvas, it's similar. The idea is similar. Yeah, all components that already defined. Yeah, in previous page, I put here, so we can see. Yeah, we can start. I put the number. Yeah, we can start from this. What kind of idea that we have? Yeah, and what kind of value that will be delivered? Value apa? Nilai apa yang akan kita deliver, ya, kita berikan dengan ide kita itu. Oke. Untuk siapa dan sebagainya. Sampai quality of life and SDG. Ya. Kemudian how to guarantee that value will be delivered? It must be supported by key players, key resources, key activities, and key infrastructures. The important thing here is this is related to governments. Yeah. How about government roles and how about the governance that we need as supporting and roles of government. And finally, this is also very important because we start with the problem that many government projects cannot be sustained because there is no maintenance. One of important thing, why it's not maintained? Because there is no budget, no maintenance plan since beginning. Yeah, so we need business model and sustainability strategy. We have to define it here. Yeah, cost structures, what kind of component of cost, biaya-biaya apa saja, ya. And finally, revenue stream. It is very important. Ya, we have to find revenue stream, sumber uang yang bisa menghasilkan. Ya, so going back to our basic problems, ya, how to find a budget for maintenance. Ya, we get it from the revenue stream. But again, it should be win-win solutions. Yeah, using public-private partnership. Public government should win. Yeah, private also should win. Yeah, how to find that? Yeah, the challenge is how to find that scheme. Yeah, it must be explained here. Yeah, okay. Next. Yeah, I already mentioned previously. Yeah, the final target is how to improve quality of life. Also if we want to connecting to SDG, which one of SDG as our target. Yeah, for quality of life, we can use, for example, it's not only this, yeah, but for example, we can use ISO indicators for smart city. Yeah, there is a lot of indicators. We can connect it to that indicators. Okay, next. Yeah, this is smart city service canvas, but you can see this is all not the not describe the concept, but it's already fill in, yeah, in each area. In this sample is very simple samples. Yeah, I imagine that how to have a value proposition, in this case advertising bus stop. Ya, halte bis, halte angkot, bus stop, ya. Tapi di combine dengan iklan. Ya. So there is a potential revenue stream for us, and we can use it for maintenance. So the facility will be maintained, yeah, and government no need to spend a budget. If possible, we got also the rest of revenue stream. Ada sisa revenue streamnya. Jadi bukannya keluar budget, malah fasilitas terpelihara dan government dapat uang ekstra. Ya, ya kemarin sudah dibahas, ada yang menyebut government cannot do a business. Ya, that's why we need government roles and governance. Ya, we need to find the good scheme, but comply to the governance, to the rule. Yeah, for example, it is possible government to have company. Pemerintah daerah punya perusahaan daerah. Ya, you can use it. Skemanya entah bagaimana. Jadi keuntungan dialirkan ke situ. Tentunya tidak jadi kas negara directly ya, tapi masuk ke situ ya. Ya ini PR kita bersama dalam memikirkan ini. Tapi artinya ya, there is not whole. There is opportunities ya, to find, to reach, to achieve our goals ya. Jadi ini contoh ya, kita deskripsikan. We describe all of things about the value advertising bus stop. Bus stop equipped by electronic advertising, CCTV, free Wi-Fi, motorcycle pick up and drop off. Yeah, I think about Gojek here. Ya, sehingga orang yang mau nyambung bus connected to Gojek, ya. Here, motorcycle pick up and drop off area. Ya. With for ya all citizen dan seterusnya. We can describe it, ya. And this is the service list. Smart, convenience, safe and secure bus stops. CCTV monitoring for safety. Wi-Fi access point. Pick up and drop off motorcycles. Arrival, estimated time of arrival information. Ya, dengan GPS bisa diduga, ya, diprediksi. Ini angkot yang saya tunggu, ya, berapa menit lagi akan tiba. Nah, ini memungkinkan. Wah, Pak, ini semua duitnya dari mana ini? Operasionalnya untuk ini semua kan? Ya, go back to the business modelnya. Cost structures and revenue stream. That's the challenge. But it's possible. Ya, itu yang harus kita yakini. Oke, ini bisa dibaca ya, waktu saya terbatas, ya, tapi this is the idea, yeah, to solve our problem, and at the same time we can improve our city. Yeah. Okay. Next. Yeah. One of the component is business model. It's very simplified, but this is the sample of simplification of business model. Ya, jangan pakai kata-kata dijelaskan panjang lebar, nanti orang pusing bacanya. Ya, we create very simple pictures, diagrams. Yeah, so we can see here there is governments and private company as a partner. Maybe private company will lease, sewa lahan ke government. Masuk akal kan? Ya. Kemudian private company will pay for taxes, pajak iklan. Ya. Lalu bagi hasil kalau ada sisa, profit sharing. It's possible. All of things is very possible. Yeah. And how about the facilities? Smart bus stop. Yeah, it will be maintained by private company. Operate and maintained by private company, not by government. So I can say that at the same time, we got maintenance of our facility, no budget from governments, and if possible, maybe government have extra income. Ya, tinggal bagaimana ini semua comply to the rule, comply to the tata kelola, ya. Okay, in other hand, maybe product owners that advertise the product. Ya, saya lihat in many countries, in most countries, ya, halte bus itu, bus stop itu ya ada iklannya. Sebagian bahkan sejak dahulu kala sampai sekarang tidak diubah di kota-kota besar dunia itu. Ya, tidak canggih, itu masih kertas itu. Masih kertas, kemudian ada schedule of the transportation also still on paper. Ya, kalau kita membangun sekarang fully electronic is better. Ya. Okay, next. Other supporting tools. Let's see. Next. Yeah, it is just idea to make you things or do better for all of things. Yeah. First is system thinking. There is a approach. Yeah, how to analyze something, how to understand something that called system. There's a concept that called system thinking. Yeah. In many cases, usually we see something too simplify, terlalu sederhana, sehingga there is other variables that actually it is important, sebetulnya penting dan kita abaikan. Ya, sistem thinking mengajarkan kita begitu. It's very simple actually. Sehingga kita modelkan ulang yang simple tadi, something like this, for example. Sehingga kita tahu, oh, kalau kita biarkan ini akan terjadi macet di mana. Ya, seperti itulah contohnya. Ya, oke, next one. There is a design approach. Design something is very important. Yeah, and there is a simple approach how to do a good design. Yeah, one of them is design thinking. You can apply, you can learn and apply it. Ya, sehingga kita menghasilkan hasil desain, good design result. Ya, oke, next. Ya, SCCIC have already tried the concept, ya, living labs, and we have several case locations, ya, to try our concept of living labs. Ya, One of them we build smart waste, ya, kotak sampah, kotak pembuangan sampah yang smart, yang bisa tahu ini penuh tidak, ya, sehingga tukang sampah tahu, oh yang itu kosong, tanpa harus melihat, wih, udah jalan 50 meter, ternyata kosong, ya, dia buang waktu, ya. Nah, kami mencoba itu di beberapa tempat, lalu kami amati begitu ya, sehingga we can see from the uh, smartphone, ya, which bin, ya, tempat sampah mana yang isi, mana yang tidak, mana isi setengah dan seterusnya. Oke, next. Ya, kita bisa melihat dari waktu ke waktu, by the time how the bin is changed, ya, and then also next please. Yeah, we can also have other measures, yeah, situations, yeah, update about the bin, yeah. Okay, this is only samples, yeah, but the idea is already described before. Okay, next. Finally, next one, last slide. Last slide, please. Okay, before thank you. Concluding remarks, ya, catatan penutup. City is complex human intensive systems. Yeah, I think all of you will be agree, ya. Applying new solution in the city is not easy to evaluate if we try to directly apply it in a whole cities. Yeah, that's a problem. A lot of city initiative, smart city initiative, try to apply directly in whole city, in the big area. Yeah, and finally, uncontrollable, unmanageable. Yeah, Living Lab is an approach to evaluate and assess new solution, even it's smart solution or traditional solution, in small part of real city. Small, but it's really part of the city. So we can see the real situation that represent the city. Okay, that's all my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, we open question and answer session for Dr. Ari Ahmad session. The first going to be on-site participants.